Libra, this is your July 2023 soul story. If you have a sun rising or your moon is in the sign, this is your reading for the month ahead. It's Romy. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in and support the channel. Please make sure you're subscribed. Drop me a like and a comment. We are going to open up this month for you with the energy of the Seven of Wands. I want to say what you're going through, you're going to get through. But I do feel that Spirit are taking you all the way, and there is a readiness on your part to face it. You know, this is a month where it's all about heart energy. You will find yourself just running right into the depth of it, the very heart of things. And, you know, that's necessary because to sort of draw on that inner resolve, that strength that you need to be able to come to the right conclusions, make the decisions, or to navigate whatever energy is around you through the course of the next few weeks. We mustn't shut our eyes. You know, this is not the time for you to be taking a back seat in your own life. Now, we open up the month approaching this full moon in Capricorn on the 3rd. The day before, Venus in Leo, this passion house, is squaring with Uranus, and the desire to break free, to find some sense of freedom, is really influencing the culmination of what that full moon wants to reveal. Now, Capricorn energy lights up your 4th house, which means there's something really close to home. You know, you might be navigating some family dynamics and situations around that full moon, and information, conversations, or even just that moment, that epiphany that truly lands for you in the beginning of the month is really sort of setting the tone around what comes next. Now, of course, we know Capricorn energy is also highlighting our work and our career, how we make our way in the world. And Cancer season for you is 10th house, which of course Capricorn is the ruler of. So there's also going to be some really big questions for you this month, Libra, around do you love what you do? And how you make money and how that feels for you. And, you know, whether you are in a career or not, even the things that you spend your time doing on a day-to-day basis, do they light you up? Are they what you feel in your soul you're meant to be doing? Because you're being challenged to see yourself in the pathway of your purpose in the month of July. And where you're not living it, where you're not loving what you do, that's where that tower is showing up. You know, not to punish, but rather to create enough discord and chaos and discomfort to bring about the changes, to get you to really address the things that might be holding you back. You know, we are moving into this Venus retrograde stationing on the 22nd. Of course, we're working with all these shadow themes, but we also have Chiron going retrograde as well. And, you know, so the pain points that get brought up into the light, you know, they can cause that sense of feeling like we're being pushed to the edge in regards to something, but at the same time it's wholly necessary so that we can really address unresolved things. And think about it this way, you know, these cycles are all about finding resolution. So as uncomfortable as they may be in terms of what we have to face, what we have to accept and acknowledge, what dissolves, what becomes unraveled, where there may be that bust up, that kind of combative energy, what comes after it, it's like the calm after the storm. And this is what I mean about really just running right into the heart of it. Don't turn away, don't avoid, because what we see coming in for you through the course of the month is just this tremendous sense of relief that actually you've finally been able to kind of deal with something. And the celebration that then flows from that, the lightness that comes from it, will really give you peace of mind and knowing that there is a divine timing and order to all things. Now, when we move beyond that full moon energy, on the 9th of the month, Pallas Athena, the asteroid goddess, is going to shift into Virgo. The next day, Mars is also going to move into the sign. So this is in your 12th house, remember, but collectively these two are helping you to formulate a new strategy, and one that really supports your well-being, mind, body and soul. But it's very important that you're not waging a war on yourself in regards to this, because remember that Virgo energy can make us a little overly critical at times. And the art of war says the greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Now with that Seven of Wands, you could find yourself feeling a bit defensive or a bit hostile based on what people or a person may be projecting towards you in that first part of the month. Libra, it doesn't matter what they are sending your way. The invitation here is not to match it. What you do is you take that higher perspective and you send more love, you bring more compassion, you respect yourself more determinedly, and you bring more light. And this is the healing, this is the growth, because you have to look at this month as being one filled with tests, but not, to hold you back, rather just to get you to see so that you can come full circle with things and feel much more secure. There's a difference between the energy of discomfort and the energy of feeling unsafe. And, what we're seeing through the course of this month is, there's certainly going to be moments where you feel that discomfort, but ultimately you'll thank yourself for kind of facing and moving beyond. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, again, sort of highlighting that there might be something going on within that wider family context. And remember, Cancer season is all about inner parenting. And so we really have to recognize what is the support that you need, you feel you're not getting. And, as you're contemplating these things that are really close to home, there might be some big major decisions looming and you're kind of weighing things up. The risk of making this, announcement or taking this action versus not doing it. And I think what you'll find is the pendulum swings towards you have no choice, because everything is in a motion of change right now. But the complexity of this month also says that you're sort of having to go back over old ground. So in some ways you feel like you're not making that progress, or having to do what, might be being asked of you through the course of July feels like you're taking a step back. But ultimately, what we'll see is through your bravery and your courage and this formulation of a new approach, because you understand that something isn't working, something's not aligning. And you remember, underpinning this is also this realization that you have to create the space and the time in your life for the things that bring you balance. And that's about your passion projects. And Venus and Leo, all heart, being able to express and have those conversations and light things up in a really beautiful, adventurous, bold way, is also what's guiding and driving you through the course of July. So the Four of Wands, again, close to home, there might be choices, decisions going on regarding property, regarding where you're spending your time. You may be feeling incredibly split over your energy through the course of July, and that being quite challenging. We have to remember, there's always a cause and effect, and the karmic consequences of anything. There's a spiritual law in place that says, even if someone is doing wrong by you or projecting or not allowing or holding you back, it's not your job to have to weigh in and to try to, create anything for that to be rebalanced. You just let that go and give it to the universe and move on with your life, because that will come full circle. Because here what I'm being shown is like your prioritization is one of peace. Like, what's going to help me to feel most okay in this situation, which might require some extra boundaries temporarily through the course of this month. Yeah. We're also being asked to bring consistency to things. This is about making time for your passion, because it's going to pay off in absolutely immeasurable ways for you over the next few weeks and months. Now, let's highlight on the 17th of the month, the new moon is going to come in Cancer at 25 degrees. And we have the North Node shifting into Aries. Remember, North Node energy, our growth, fulfillment, highest expression of our destiny path. And this new moon in Cancer in your 10th house. So there's something, really being explored here around making your way in the world, just sort of having this purpose be highlighted to you in a new way. And, you may already be in that chapter of your life. You may have already kind of come to terms with, what needed to change and sort of be, powering forward. But if you're not, there's something around that new moon in Cancer and North Node energy sort of coalescing, that's unlocking something deep within your subconscious, deep within your own soul's blueprint that says, okay, I now know what I need to do. And even though there may be confusion that's sort of swirling around you, because I think these retrograde energies are sort of coming at us from all directions, and it's almost like they're picking things apart and dissolving things and creating uncertainty and fear. And so you're in one hand feeling, okay, I know exactly what I need to do, and then in the next breath there's like all these signs showing up or people interfering or distracting you, and it's almost like you're being pulled in the complete opposite direction. But remember, it's about the acceptance, the acknowledgement, and then the intentionality through the course of this month. And everything is about the healing that you need to bring to the table for yourself. And as you do that and you're willing to face and run right into the heart of things, then you watch as all of this starts to transform over the next few weeks, because whatever you learn about yourself, about other people, about the relationships that you're in through the course of July, August, and that early part of September, it's going to create this powerful new foundation for you. And, there's going to be a lot of peace that comes from it. But remember, these energies, especially like Venus retrograde, sometimes they bring the challenges, but there's also a lot of blessings that can come back around, things that we've been waiting for because we have invested and we've done the work. Now, there's a sort of huge emphasis for you around the sort of prosperity aspect of your story, around money, around that sense of security. You might be in for some windfalls. You might be in for money that's owed to you finally coming back around to you. You might, get to that stage where you finally understand what the money block has been and therefore be able to release it, because everything is about you being able to value yourself, being challenged to see who you truly are and how you're meant to be showing up in this world. And I think that's going to make for perhaps some combative conversations with people who have tried to dim your light or are trying to distract you away from the things that you're destined to do, Libra. And that can come off as, almost selfish on your part to others. But the truth of the matter is that all we can ever do is kind of follow the agenda of our own soul, and we each have one. And everyone's is different, and everyone's season is different, everyone's time is different. And so you owe it to yourself. And through the course of this month, you're really going to start to see that being repeatedly kind of presented to you through these signs. Now, the astrological climate is one of like continuous road bumps through the month of July. And so it's like, we get some balance, we have some beautiful news, we have some fun, there's, all of this heart energy. And then all of a sudden things are coming in to get our attention that feel just challenging and painful, and like, why now? Why me? And yet, that Ten of Swords is saying here, look, there's a time to just kind of fully release and surrender to what we see as showing up here and not fight it. Yeah, not fight the what is, just almost sit in that energy as if you chose it, and then look for the answer of what is it I'm learning from this experience? And then you will quickly move past that. Remember, they're road bumps. They're not closed doors. Yeah, it's not a no. It's perhaps just a not yet or a slight detour or a hey Libra, slow down so you don't miss this. Because there might be a better time, a better approach, a better person, a better experience for you to have. Yeah, so, Chiron shifting retrograde on the 23rd. And, it's going to be a period of weeks where you really are kind of soul searching and looking at those things that feel most tender. It's like that soft underbelly. But there's an opportunity here for you to really kind of unearth something that perhaps has caused a pattern in your life, especially regarding your relationships with Venus retrograde as well. And there's only improvements that can come from this. I promise you, there's only improvements that will come from the work that you do. So if you're new to the channel, we do pull the last 3 cards in our extended version of the reading. You'll find the link for that in the comment and description box underneath. I will go into much more detail about the messages and any twists and turns that come up. We'll look at a personal question for you. We'll also pull a relationship card for any key connection in the month of July for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and clarify just so you can see some of the messages that we're going to be exploring. 9 of Cups there, 8 of Wands, beautiful. To support the soul stories this month, my soul meditations are around heart healing and also a journey around navigating solar flare energy. So if you're particularly sensitive to that, then that will be a worthwhile exploration for you to take. Again, you can find the links for this in the comment and description box. With Pallas Athena, asteroid goddess, shifting into Virgo, bringing this beautiful new opportunity for a new strategy, you can also check out the goddess reports that I create and angel reports based on your natal chart. Okay, got a few 10s showing up here, but just showing this completion and then this readiness for a new chapter. I love the Ace of Swords coming in because it's that clarity. Beautiful. So all the decks that I use, Libra, are listed in the comment and the description box underneath. You'll also see highlighted here Life Soul Vision Oracle and Moon Musings. So these are creations. And if you enjoy my work, then please do check them out. They are here to support you. My Oracle deck and the book is filled with soul musings to support you in your moon rituals and your soul work. And just to really help you identify with where you are navigating in your own soul journey. So this is Life Soul Vision, my deck. Let's go ahead and clarify with this deck too. Spirit Wolf, certainty of trust. Alchemize the ache. Helpful energy for this month for sure. Sacral energy, creative charge. Energy conversations. You have some beautiful guides here. Spirit Bear, ancestral protection. Love this for you, Libra. And mirrors of the mind. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and just pull a couple more oracle cards. So we will explore these in our extended. You have the energy of emergence coming through, and finally a goddess energy for you, Libra, for the month of July. Okay, we have Maeve, power, beautiful. Right, I'm going to explore these along with your personal question and relationship card in the extended. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate your support of the channel. I will see you again next time. Have a beautiful month.